Hi, so my initial goal for the semester was learning to play the guitar, which is something that I'm still working on. But I decided to change my goal since coming back home and being quarantined and everything, just because this was going to be more beneficial to me. So I changed my goal to cleaning my room and redecorating it because once I found out that we had to move out of my apartment and I had to move back home, I was pretty upset about leaving that space because I felt really comfortable there and honestly liked it a lot better than my room here. So I decided that I could just try and recreate my room from school at home by deep cleaning my room and redecorating it with all the decorations that I had at my apartment on campus. So I decided to clean up my very messy room. I've always been a really messy person, and so I decided that now is the time, if I'm going to be home for, who knows how long, at least a few months, that I wanted to have a space that I was really comfortable in. So for my goal, my two main objectives were to clean my room and to redecorate. So I started by just organizing all of my stuff. I had tons of clothes on my floor, so I ended up donating a ton of stuff, and I have like 6 trash bags full of clothes to donate, and then washed all the other clothes, organized all of those, and then took down my old decorations and started to put up new ones. I'm still not 100% done, but I've gotten a lot of my stuff from school put up, and I feel pretty accomplished with my goal. It's much more homey, and I enjoy it so much more than I did before, so I feel like I was pretty successful with it. So I definitely think that setting goals can help you accomplish positive change in your life. I'm really glad that I set this goal early on in being back home because now I have the room the way I want it and I feel a lot more comfortable here. So I set the goal and I was able to do a little bit every day until I eventually was at a place where I felt really comfortable there. And I definitely think that helping clients or my students, hopefully in the future, to set goals is really beneficial, especially when they're not super huge goals that are difficult to reach, when you kind of have benchmarks and you can feel like you're accomplishing something and it's really motivating. Once I had many goals for myself each day, like today I want to organize all my clothes, or today I want to vacuum, like be able to vacuum, or today I want to decorate this wall. And having those mini goals along the way really helped me to fully accomplish the goal in the end. So, for reflecting on this class, I definitely think that I learned a lot of really useful and important information that I can definitely tap into in the future, just like about how students learn and things that are most effective, different strategies, and how to approach different situations, and things like that, and just kind of understanding individual students and kind of how their brain works is really important. And one of the main takeaways was like the chapter on how to motivate students and keep them motivated, because I think that's one of the most important things. Because if students have no motivation, it doesn't matter what you're gonna do. They're not gonna listen to you, or they're not gonna want to learn, and then they can't reach their highest potential. And within that chapter, talked about like dealing with anxiety and how that affects students in schooling. And I dealt with a lot of anxiety in school, and kind of always in the back of my mind was like, if I become a teacher, like I want to be the teacher where kids feel really comfortable and just have like the perfect classroom that would have been perfect, for my situation. And so that's getting to learn about that was definitely something that I'll remember for the future, to make kind of that perfect classroom where everyone feels comfortable. Um, and I'll know how to deal with students that have anxiety like I did, which is something that I definitely want to achieve. And then I think for the most part, I put forward my best effort. There's definitely times that I slacked, but I think that's normal and something that I'm going to have to expect from my students in the future as well. but as long as they're still learning something, um, that's all you can hope for. And I definitely learned a lot. So yeah.